What's up? Here's a quick base tour of our Godrock cave base. It has a wraparound and external roof. This was a 2-week wipe on a vanilla server. So without further ado, here it is. This is the mini garage. Park minis up here, as well as roof access for defending, kind of online or offline if the seismic sensors go off. A fair number of respawns up here. Roof access. That's the rear entrance of the God bunker there. Sealed in with that extra external, adding additional honeycomb at the back. And then the other externals are just there for overlapping build. This wraparound also provides an additional layer of build priv and has a 24 rocket vending machine TC right in there, along with some loot storage. Additionally, we've got the farm, which ended up just being converted into loot storage since we ran out of space to actually store guns in the main base. Just started storing stuff in here instead. And as you can see, it was a fairly successful wipe in terms of PvP, and we literally literally just have boxes of kits and clothes here. Yeah, so being the end of wipe, everyone kind of just gave up on sorting stuff. We ended up just putting boxes in the farm and just using it as a place to dump and store loot. Just remember, this is a vanilla server. As well as the super smelter room, which is just used for making charcoal and boom, just cooking everything down. This is the farm. And then finally, this is the main God Cave bunker. The raid cost for this bottom part of the base is probably around 80 rockets, maybe more to fully raid. It depends on what raid paths raiders choose. But behind here we've got 3 layers of armored honeycomb, and through the door path we've got an armored bunker over here. Number of garage doors come in this way. We've got our oil refinery, inside furnaces, electric furnaces, all this kind of jazz. More doors. Then the core wraps around this way. We've got our 4 main loot rooms. Each loot room is unlootable, so we've got boxes, locked boxes hidden on the ramp peaks that cause the loot bags to fall backwards if they're broken. And at one point in wipe we had about 2 boxes of rockets, but we did a couple of massive onlines. Used a box of rockets against one guy and a few more rows against another team. Did a couple of smaller raids as well, so it's been a pretty good wipe from that standpoint. Got lots of random sort of junk. Everything's become very unsorted and disorganized, but as you can see, it was a very good wipe. Upkeep on the core is quite extreme, but we were able to handle it. It wasn't an issue at all. Just from the high qual side, we ended up accumulating a lot of high qual. And then the final piece of this base is the respawns back here. For the whole team, bed respawns, we're getting raided. There should be a bunch of random kits and stuff back here. And then the last trick to this base is if raiders are raiding through the door path, then we have this secret room up here, which has a number of respawns in it, and this hidden peak. And yep, basically it's possible to jump up here, shoot through there and kill any raiders or grenade in through the hole. And yeah, and this is the base. So we got this out here would be the second entrance to the God Rock, the back entrance, but we sealed it off. It's about 4 or 5 layers of metal and a layer of armored, so that's fairly hefty raid cost to go through that side of the base. And then naturally this side is triple armored on the other side of that, along with the unlootable loot rooms. So I means that it's pretty much 4 layers of armored to get through this, just into this one loot room, and then each loot room would need to be broken separately to get to these back boxes, and TC itself is obviously not accessible. And yeah, this is the base. It was a very successful wipe for us, and this was probably one of the strongest bases that I've ever built. It was online only once, and the raiders raided from the hill up there. They managed to MLRS a couple of times, and quite heavily damage this wraparound, but we were able to seal it during the raid and reseal all the high walls, which prevented them from actually even firing a single rocket against against the main core of the actual guard cave. They ended up not coming anywhere near to the main base. So yeah, it just goes to show that basically no one could raid it. It was just too strong. This is the back with the additional layer of honeycomb. We've got respawn kits in the externals as well, so that if we need to defend it online, then yeah, then there are kits here. Spawn in an outside bag and come on in and defend the raid. Anyway, yeah, it's been a good wipe. This is going to be the last bit before the end of wipe, for signing off, and everything wipes. This was the December 2024 last wipe of the year. What a crazy year 2024 has been, and it was really fun to play with everyone who was involved. Alright guys, cheers.